Hey, it's me, Tammy B, and I am here to do the review for Hollywood Divas. Okay, y'all, so we start off at Lisa house. So this is the second time in a row that housing then or filming then started at Lisa's house. So I guess since she all settled in now, they got a free place to shoot. So we start at Lisa's house. Her brothers come to visit her. So this is the first time. This is the first time I ever seen her parents. I understand, or we all know that she's mixed, but we see that her mom is African American and her dad is Asian. And her brothers come over to visit so they can just talk about how their mom is doing. Her mom has cancer, unfortunately. So they were just talking about the struggles of, being involved. In your parents' life when they're elderly, as well as the struggle of caring for someone with cancer. So they decide to do a brunch for their mother. So this looks like it's going to be pretty exciting. The next scene is Paula and Forrest. So Paula in the closet getting ready. We don't know what she's doing. Next thing you know, Forrest walks in with his dashiki, y'all. So he like, "What you doing, Paula?" She's like, "I need to get away. The pastor said to go somewhere, so I'm leaving." And Forrest, he didn't seem really here for it. He was like, "Oh, just because somebody say leave, you gonna leave? Like, this don't make no sense to me." And she was like, "Yeah, I'm leaving." So Paula leaves, y'all. And Forrest still standing there in his dashiki. So the next scene, Lisa and Countess go to do some food tasting. Now they both kind of made jokes about food, but like once again, it just seemed like Countess is the butt of all jokes when it comes to food. Lisa was like, "I'm going to do some taste testing, and who else to bring but Countess," or something like that. But even Countess said, "Oh, well, I know about food," or whatever. So anyway, they're doing some taste testing, and I think this is to get some food ideas for Lisa's mother's cancer brunch. So they got some shrimp and grits that looked okay. They had some, I don't know, avarada. I don't even know what that is. I said I was gonna look it up, but I forgot. Then they had some buttermilk biscuits with some fried chicken driplets on the top. I mean, it looks good to me, but Countess, as soon as they brought that food, Countess was like, mmm. And I think it's because you know how when they bring appetizers, they sit the plate in the middle and then you kind of pick off of it. So to me, it seemed like as soon as Countess saw she didn't get her own plate, she's like, "Oh, well, I could have did this at home." That's what I took it as, but I think other people can take it as, maybe she just didn't like the food. Like it's called all this stuff, but at the end of the day, shrimp and grits is just shrimp and grits. Chicken and biscuits is just chicken and biscuits. Like, so it was no big deal. But she was eating it, so I don't know. And that's the thing, you could be big and eat all types of food. Like just because I'm fat don't mean I don't like salad, or just because I'm fat don't mean I don't eat sushi. I just eat a lot of I just eat a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like how they make it seem like, oh, because you big, you eat fried chicken all the time. Like you can get big like eating cereal or anything. So you could eat like whatever and still be big. So I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, y'all. So then Golden is getting ready for her pillows, y'all. So she have a meeting with some people and she just goes off on them. And they are just looking at her like, "Girl, are you serious?" Because she all at the head of the table. And she just going off, "Oh, I can use whatever fabric I want. I don't like this style. I want to mix this with this." The guy was like, "Mixing that don't go together. Who says? Where's the rules? Where's it written down?" And da 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 da. And she was just going on and on. And then at the end, she gonna say something like, "Oh, I'm glad we get to share our feelings because we all just working together." And they looking at her like, "Girl," even the little blonde lady, she gonna try to get a lady a hug after she dang near almost cussed everybody out. Even that lady was like, the hug was so dry. So Golden, you looked crazy going off on them people. Like, it's pillows. They showed you the fabric. You could have said, "Oh, I don't want to use this one," or "Can we mix this with that?" And even if he said, "Oh, those don't go," but that's okay. This is my style. I want to mix high end with low end. Like, you could have just said it regular. Like, why are you going off on these people? Like, it was stupid. So the next scene is Paula at the Motel Hotel Holiday Inn, y'all. So she decides that the lowest point in her life was when she was living in a motel with her son and her husband. Now, when she got there, I just rolled my eyes, y'all, because I'm like, okay, you're like 40 something. You've had some years of not working. You admitted to being molested. I don't know, maybe I'm just mixing this with one of her roles, but I think you might have dabbled in drugs or whatever. So the lowest point out of all that was 5 months ago when you was living in the hotel or motel. And truth be told, like, there's way worse motels. Like, I can understand as a mother and as a wife and somebody who's been in movies, you could think like, oh, I should be better by now. So maybe that makes you feel like the lowest point. But I just cannot believe that after being molested, after having problems with your mother, after having bad relationships, your lowest point of your whole life was when you lived at an extended stay. Because yeah, so she went to the motel and she all crying in the bed, remembering stuff, and I guess this is her letting her little soul search or whatever. So Lisa comes to visit her and they kind of talk, and Lisa asks her what's going on. She let her know she went to therapy with a pastor, and then she just jumps into what happened with Sean. So Paula tells Lisa that she felt threatened by Sean. That's why she kind of called him out his name. That's why she left. Da 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 da. Lisa like, look, I'm glad you're getting therapy, but come on, girl. Sean was not a threat to you. He was way across the room, and at the end of the day, most men, I would say, I think, can beat girls up. But honestly, it looked like Paula could take Sean if need be. So Lisa was like, look, I'm not buying that. Talking about you feel threatened and that's why you was acting like that. So basically, they just agree to disagree. So I don't know. And Paula, she was all crying. And the funny thing is, she's a good actress. It's like, dang, you're such a good actress. Like, why haven't you won an Oscar by now? Because every time Paula cry, I be thinking, like, actress. So I don't know. So that's that. So Lisa and Paula agree to disagree. Lisa invites Paula to her mother's brunch, and she just let her know, like, I want to invite you. I know things are going crazy with Forrest or whatever. So, I don't want to disinvite him, but I don't want no drama. So at least she went ahead and extended the invite. So the next scene was Golden's photo shoot. It actually looked pretty good, you guys. They kind of had a living room decor. It was really clean. It was really nice, and the photos look really nice. Golden, it seems like she's a good still shot model, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't see her being good at runway, not to diminish her abilities, but she seems like a really good still shot model. So it went pretty good. They had a live leopard, and she was a little nervous about it, which is understandable because I would have been nervous too. Like, these animals in cages, y'all. I know it's cute, but sometimes you gotta let them be. Sometimes nature take over that training. So I understand her being nervous, but the photos came out really, really nice. Like, to be honest, like, maybe she should have had some more pillows in the photo shoot just to let you know it's more than I'm taking a sexy picture. I'm advertising photos, but maybe there'll be words on the ad, or maybe, I don't know, maybe people will just know. So that was cool. So the next thing is Paula goes back home, y'all. So Paula tell Forrest she went to the motel, hotel, Holiday Inn, and Forrest is like, so you leave your husband and your son at home alone because some pastor said find yourself, and you took that to mean to go to a motel in the hood by yourself. So Forrest was not feeling it, y'all. And I don't blame him. You know what? And the thing is, okay, the pastor did tell her to go to her lowest point and find herself, but he did not specifically say go to a motel and leave your family. Like, Paula took that to mean that, and honestly, I think Paula just wanted a break, y'all, because she could have went in her bathroom, took a long bath, got that same cry out, and been done with it. And then Lisa came over, so it's like, oh, you're supposed to be finding yourself, but you're having company. So I totally kind of understand why Forrest is like, I don't think that's cool. Like, you left us to go spend the night in a motel in the hood, like, and he even clowned, like, he was like, it looked like you was in the hood. He was like, they said Inglewood. He was like, it looked like you was in Inglewood. It looked like you've been hanging out at the Savoy. So I was rolling, y'all, because anybody from LA or Inglewood know the Savoy is a popular club in Inglewood, and sometimes hood things happen there. So I thought that was hilarious when she was like, he was like, it looked like you've been hanging in Inglewood. First of all, I would have been like, oh, what? But, he just was not feeling the whole idea. And I understand. And, we have to be careful. Like, when we do get advice, make it clear like that's what you interpreted, because a lot of marriages get in trouble when the wife always like pastor said, pastor said, pastor said. And you got to recognize that you do have a husband, so you never want your husband to feel like, you put in another man in front of him. But a lot of times, sometimes pastor say, pastor say, pastor say, and he be meaning one thing and you interpret it as something else. And then you got people mad at the pastor when it's really you who made up or turned what he said into something totally different. Because like I said, I understand, go find yourself, but I don't know. You could have went to the house where you got molested at, or not spent the night there or whatever. But just I don't know. It was so many things that seemed like she could have done, but that's what she chose to do, and that's why I think she just needed a vacation or a break. So she should have just said that, because y'all supposed to be on the budget. So do you even really have money to go spend a night at a hotel anyway? So it was just way too much, and it was kind of foolish. But if that it really is her truth and that really was her lowest moment, then okay. But if it wasn't, girl, that was a waste of time. All right, so the last scene is the brunch, Lisa's brunch. So Golden gets there first, and she is just trying. As soon as she walk in the door, she sees Sean, and she like, Forrest coming. And Sean's like, yeah, I know, but this is not even about that. And she just like, oh, I'm just trying to make sure don't no ketchup get on my all white. So she just bringing mess as soon as she walks through the door. Sean know he's coming, and he said, it's not even about that. So she was just turning it way negative. Then Shar came with her mom, so that was a nice scene. They got the same cheekbones, so that was interesting to get to see Shar's mom. Once again, Golden even tried with Shar. Oh, ain't it nice Lisa invited you, considering? And Shar's like, considering what? She's like, considering how you shaded Lisa. And Star almost forgot, because she like, oh yeah, that was nice. So she acknowledged that it was nice, but she was like, girl, but this is not even about that. This is about mothers and cancer. Like, so once again, Golden got shut down on trying to bring some shadiness. And that was pretty much it, you guys. The event was nice. Everybody had on all white. Everyone looked good. Countess all white looked really cute. I want to know where she got that outfit from. I'll wear that. Paula came, and of course, she wore mustard. And, it is so funny. Of course, Countess mentioned that she have on mustard. And I was just like, okay, a food, a condiment. Like, you have to point out that it was mustard. Why you just couldn't say yellow or orange or whatever? But I don't know if I'm the only person who noticed that. But so she didn't have on all white. But it didn't look too off to me. Somebody had said she was doing it for attention, but I don't know. So they spoke to the mothers, kind of just gave them uplift and stuff. And just the weirdest thing that happened was Forrest showed up, and it was just so weird because he showed up right at the end of Lisa's speech. So it's like he was walking the way the audience was facing. It was like facing the way he came. So it almost kind of seemed like he came to give a speech, but he just came late. But since he was up there, he took the liberty to try to apologize. And it was just whack, you guys. Like I said, all the women just finished crying because we're sitting here talking about mothers and cancer and love and family. So everyone's all teary-eyed and emotional. But Forrest just came out of nowhere talking about, oh, I have a mom and I've been acting like I don't have a mom. So I just want to say sorry to Golden. He included Shar, even though I don't think they have a problem. But he was like, sorry to Golden, Countess, Star, or Shar, and Lisa or whatever. So he attempted, but it was just whack. Like, it was wrong time, wrong place, and the words, you really didn't specify what you were sorry for. So it was just a little bit whack, y'all. But I got it, and Lisa got it, and honestly, it seemed like Shar got it. So instantly, he just said that and he left. So Golden was not having it, y'all. Instantly, she went in like, was that supposed to be an apology? Wrong time. I'm not buying it. This, and that. And even Countess was on Golden's side, like, no, I'm not here for it. I don't feel anything. But I appreciate that Shar was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. She was like, maybe that was him apologizing, you guys, or just think about it. Or I forgot what Shar was saying, but Shar was trying to get them to consider it. But Golden was like, no. And even Countess was like, sorry, I can't do it. So even Paula, though, you guys, Paula did talk to Lisa about it. She was like, Paula told Lisa, I hope the girls recognize that was his way of apologizing. Lisa was like, I did. I can't say that they they did, but I recognize it, but it was a little weird. So even in Paula's confessional, she was like, Forrest, what are you doing? Like, that was so whack. So at least she was honest about it. Like, I understand what you're trying to do, but it wasn't that great of an apology or maybe scenario or whatever. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, hey, I apologized once, and if you could take it or leave it. Like, I don't think he needs to keep apologizing over and over and over again. Even though that apology was whack, I don't think he needs to keep apologizing. So I do feel like at this point they either take it or leave it. He said sorry, and even though it was the wrong situation, like I do believe he was sincere about it. It just came off bad. So I don't know what's gonna happen, y'all. And like I said, all this episode they kept going on and on about the ketchup bottle, Well, really Golden, because she the one who kept bringing up Forrest. But one funny thing, Shar was like, well, there's a positive note in his apology, and they were like, what? And then Shar was like, he didn't have no ketchup bottle. So they all laughed. So that was funny. So hopefully now that they made a joke about it, maybe they can accept it and move on. I don't know. We'll see. So let me think. That was it, you guys. In the preview, Elise is finally back. Oh, at the brunch, they did announce that the mom was 75% cancer free. So that was a really good update. Everybody seemed happy. Everybody applauded. So that was really good. The brunch turned out positive. Everybody thought it was going to go left when Forrest came, but even though he came and did a weird apology, at least nothing went crazy, that the event didn't turn weird. He even gave Lisa's mom a hug and, acknowledged her. So that was pretty cool. So next scene, it looks like it heats up. Elise is back. And I figured because she was gone, she was going to come back and it was going to be some drama. But I don't want to see Elise fight because she does have a pretty decent reputation. But it just seemed like she back and she back to business. Like, number one, are we doing this project or not? It looks like Elise is asking. And then number two, her and Golden get into it. Now, they're supposedly friends. And then just because I don't want to see Elise fight, that scene looks sad. But it looked like her and Golden go at it. But once again, it's because Golden is running that mouth. Like, you can't do that. Like, I know you ran your mouth a lot on girlfriends and you never got beat up. But you got to remember, you act like Maya Wilkes in real life. So I don't know if you be confusing real life for girlfriends. So maybe you could think you could say all of that stuff you used to say in girlfriends in real life. Because that's what she's doing on this show. But okay, you got to recognize that you want to act like Maya Wilkes in real life. Like, this is what happens to Maya Wilkes in real life when you come at somebody crazy saying all this stuff. So I hope they don't fight for real, or I hope it's not too bad. I mean, I understand for the juice and the drama, but both of them are pretty good. I think all of them are good, actresses and singers. So, you know, hopefully some positive comes before, the end of this season. So that was it, you guys. So that was Hollywood Divas. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit me up on Twitter at TammyB_. And that's pretty much it. So you know what's up. Give me the thumbs up on this video. All right. See you next time.